Well, most of us have been impacted by cancer in one way or another.
Our next guests have as well, and they're working to fight the deadly disease one sweet treat at a time. Jenny Palmer is the founder of Romance for a Cure, and her son Marshall joins us as well. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. Give me some. Jenny, tell us a little bit about your story.
Our story began, well, 15 years ago, really, when my husband and I were married. He was already a cancer survivor, and then shortly after Marshall was born, he was diagnosed with a second form of cancer, and then 5 years later, the third form that he finally had to retire from battle from.
Yeah. Marshall, tell us about your dad.
I think he was probably the nicest and most caring person I've ever met. He was always there, and he was always helping people. Even though cancer took him, I think he survived. Like, he made everything work. Like, he saved people from his trials and everything, so.
He was a great guy.
Great guy. So tell us about Romance for a Cure and how all this ties together.
Romance for a Cure started at a kitchen table 3 weeks before Valentine's Day in 2004, when Chris had been diagnosed with his second form of cancer, and we had a 6-month-old, and I wanted to do something. He had to go through treatment. So I said, well, why don't we do a delivery service, make, bake, and deliver treats? My mom is a fantastic baker, and he said, yeah, go ahead, you'll probably make about $500. And I took that as a dare. And the first year we made $4,300.
Wow.
And then so with that being so successful in the first year, in 3 weeks, we've done it every year since then, and it's just been great. It's a great thing to be a part of, and it's huge now, and I feel very fortunate to have the amount of people interested in what we are and who we are, and people want to volunteer, and people just are buying it like crazy. It's
That's wonderful. And where do the proceeds from the baked goods go?
The proceeds go to they go to cancer programs that do research. So this year everything will go to Wicomico County Relay for Life, with the exception of the sugar cookies, which we call Brooks Bounty, and every year we've made those, we've donated that to the Brooke Mulford Foundation for research.
Very nice. Great. Okay, so tell us about some of the sweets that are on the menu.
Oh, everything's so good.
It looks good.
I'm going to go in here in just a second, I'm telling you.
We make, one of the neat things is the chocolate chip cookies that are made are actually baked the morning that we deliver them. So people often get them warm. This year we deliver on the 13th and 14th, and if you're one of the first deliveries, they're warm. And by the afternoon, there's still basically some heat left to them.
Yeah. Oh my!
They're prepared now. We have people preparing them. We roll them into balls and freeze them, and then we bake them that day. My mom wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy. We have chocolate-filled or raspberry-filled chocolate-covered brownies with a really fantastic frosting. We did the chocolate strawberries. Everything we make, everything is homemade. Nothing is purchased. We have a ton of volunteers. New on the menu this year are vanilla cupcakes. We would ask for something that was not chocolate, and we struggle with that. So we're chocolate people.
And you have dog treats.
We have dog treats. We have their dog treats actually dipped in white chocolate, which is not chocolate for dogs. I mean, white chocolate has no cocoa in it, which is fine. And we got the recipe years ago from Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, actually. And
wow.
They're a huge hit.
And volunteers help you make all of this. Anybody who wants to volunteer, what should they do?
You can go right to our Facebook page and just send me a message. Is the easiest way to do it. Romance for a Cure. We've had this year so far 88 different adults. Well, a man yesterday from the Pentagon who came in on his day off, and I've had about 13 children. And the kids help us make the dog bones. They put together all the boxes, and it's amazing the amount of different volunteers we have.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It's so much fun, and it's overwhelmingly wonderful to have this many people care and continue Chris's legacy.
Wow. Marshall, I'm going to throw you a hard one. You ready? Why is Romance for a Cure so important to you?
Well, everything that we make I know is going to a charity, but every year I feel like we get better and better at it, and every year we get more volunteers, and it's just special to know that so many people support me and my dad.
Marshall, you're a good man.
You are, and you have on a t-shirt that we want everyone to see. We actually have a picture of it, some video of it there. Believe in a Cure, Chris Palmer.
And the flip side says, Chris did.
Chris did.
Ha
That's a really neat shirt.
That is awesome.
And we want to let you know that WBOC is a proud sponsor of Romance for a Cure.
Yes.
And if you would like more information on Romance for a Cure, including how to place an order, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab.
Come on, Marshall, give me one more. Thank you. You're a gentleman and scholar. Thank you so much.
And
for
a
joining
little
us.
bit later, we are going to pitch in and help bake some goodies for Romance for a Cure. We're in the
Yes, we are.
kitchen making the chocolate-covered strawberries, but don't worry, we'll have a little bit of help.
And we'll need it, probably. Coming up next, though, when you're in the kitchen, you ever have to deal with dull knives? The Yoshi blade may be just exactly what you need. It promises more cutting power than standard knives. But guess what? You get to judge for yourself as we put it to the test. And while you're in the kitchen, Rachel Ray has a handy how-to tip on a neat idea for a bundt pan.
I absolutely love this double duty tip for a plain old bundt pan. Take a bowl of birdseed and dried fruits and peanuts. Then you're going to combine 1 package of gelatin with about 3/4 cup of flour, about 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, and 2 cups of warm water. Stir that all together, pour it into the bundt pan, let it cool. Hang it up with a piece of ribbon and put it in the trees. Let me tell you, you'll have more birds than anybody else's backyard.